A home base in Florida. Should I do it? That's what I want to talk about in this video. So one is, when I say a home base, I do not mean buying another home as far as a physical structure. At this point in my life, even thinking of buying a home or having a home, a physical structured dwelling, makes me want to throw up. It makes me want to regurgitate. And it's no disrespect to anyone who has a home. And I'm not saying my perspective is for everyone. I'm just sharing my perspective. I had a condo for 15 years, and at the last couple years of that, the last couple years of me owning that condo, I wanted to regurgitate. I got tired of seeing the same things. I got tired of going to the same stores. I got tired of being in the same area. Plus, New Jersey in the winter, I don't like the cold weather. And so the combination of factors, I had too much square footage, etc., etc. And so I live full-time now out of my car. I live full-time out of my Jeep Renegade. I have for about a year. I've been to Florida before. I love Florida as far as the weather, specifically in the winter. I understand that the summer is different, and I have to be fair with that. The summer is rainy season in Florida. It's a tropical climate, so in the summer, it rains a lot. There's hurricanes, etc. So I have to be fair in my evaluation. That's a negative. But you have to consider all factors for you. You have to ask yourself, do you like being outdoors? Is that the type of environment that plays to your strengths? Now, it's relative to who you are. I'm going to make a whole video on everything is relative. When I was 350 pounds and overweight and I loved to eat and I loved to be in the house and I was heavy, I didn't want to be in the hot weather. So for some people, if you're really overweight, if you don't like to be outside, if you don't like to walk, if you don't like to sweat, you're going to hate Florida. And I may have hated Florida at one point in my life. So it's relative. Okay, but if you like outdoor activity, if you like to walk because it keeps you away from eating food, it keeps your mind active and healthy, then you may like the tropical weather, even if you have to deal with some rainy seasons. So again, you have to take it in perspective. So back to the point of this video, would I consider buying a home base in Florida? So what I mean, I do not mean a physical structure. I would throw up at the thought of that. What I mean is a RV pad, a lot of land. So in Florida, in the different areas I'm looking at, they have lots of land, a paved lot with a utility hookup, and you pretty much set an RV, whether it's a Class B, Class C, or a travel trailer on that, or Class A, on that lot, and that's, your dwelling. I like that aspect because it all is a paved lot. There's no, gutters, there's no roof, you have a lot. And if you bought a $10,000 travel trailer, if one day you got sick of that travel trailer, you get rid of that shit and that's it. You just sell the lot. There's no, oh, I got to redo my electrical service. I got to, it's a whole different ball game. But I have to be fair. It's still a commitment back to a level of a fixed location. So to be fair, if I bought a home base in Florida, I would lose a level of flexibility. I would gain a level of security. At night, going to having your own lot of land to park on to be safe and to be legal is a gain. Because as a nomad, and I made a video about how challenging it is to find legal safe parts to park in Florida, that would be a gain for me because I have a negative right now there. But where I lose too is that now I'm back to having utility bills. I'm back to an HOA, homeowners association. Now it's cheaper. It's still the most consolidated, simple life you can live while having something. The HOA fee, I think, is $200. The taxes are $800 a year. It's just an RV lot. And what did change, I made a video earlier in my channel days on RV lots in Florida. At that time, there was no financing. The economy has improved. At this time, there is financing. You can get up to a 15-year loan. Let's just say at this time, I'll make this video 5%. They're a little bit riskier investment. So banks put a little bit of a premium on the percentage. It's not a house. If you have good credit, you have to put 30% down. The lot I was looking at is $75,000. So you got to look at you putting about $21,000 down. Just figure $23,000 down, and then you're going to finance it over 15 years. You're going to look at about a payment of around $300 a month. $300 a month if you finance that, plus $200 HOA fee, that's $500, plus let's just figure $100 a month for taxes. That's $600. Then you have to figure utilities. You know, your electric is basically it. Water is nothing else. So you can just figure another $100. So you're around right $700 right there a month again, fixed. And then, of course, you have to have an RV. Right now, I live full-time out of my car. So I gain, but I also have a lot of losses, and I lose a lot of flexibility. So I haven't justified that in my mind. If I want a lot of land in Florida. I mean, if any state, this plays to my strengths: the outdoor environment, the tropics, the climate, etc. Being by the ocean, those are things that inspire me. For some people, they're not. They like to be around livestock. They like to be around mountains. They like to be around, different things for different people. But for me, I know that Florida plays to my strengths. Now, the other downside is I'm not fully able to work 100% remotely. I still have a level of fixedness as far as I need to be in a fixed location in the New York, New Jersey area for my job. So, I'm not fully there yet. I mean, I'm living a simple life, so I could certainly transition in different jobs if I wanted to, but I'm blessed to have a good job and I'm blessed to work with great people. So you do not want to take that for granted, and I don't. And so that's why I honor my job, and I don't, and I'm thankful for it. And I don't want to just walk away from that. I'm blessed to have that. So I've had jobs that haven't been like that. So, I'm balancing all those things, but a home base in Florida, it's a possibility. And for a lot that I found that is in a good location, safe community, great community, that I would want $75,000, give you all the metrics on that. So I'm just thinking about that, but I lose a lot of flexibility, and I can't justify it yet, but I'm seriously thinking about it, and I just want to make this video to document that and to share that with you. Give me your thoughts. If you live full-time in your car or RV, do you have a home base, and what are your general thoughts on the topic? In a positive, constructive way. I would like to have dialogue on that, but I am acknowledging that I lose a level of flexibility. I gain a level of security. I made a video also early on in this channel called "Every Decision is a Trade-Off." You don't just get, you have to give up something and then you'll get something. The question you always have to ask yourself is, will I get back more of what I want and desire versus what I'm going to have to sacrifice? And I'm be sacrificing a level of freedom and flexibility. Now I get to have a fixed location in the area that I really see myself long term, but things change in 5-7 years. But then again, like I said, I at least could justify that. It's just a lot. It's not a dwelling. So even if things change, I mean, you're just selling a lot, but you're still committed to something, and selling stuff and buying stuff is a painful process. So I'm not, I don't want to say that it's worth it at this time. I can't say that. I would gain something, but I would also lose a lot. So I'm sharing that because I came to Florida to enjoy the weather, to enjoy a vacation, and I try in the winter as much as my schedule allows to spend time here. But part of it too is I wanted to look at RV lots, not houses, RV lots, and if I would consider that. And I do consider it, but I am honest that I recognize I would lose something, and I would have a level of commitment again that I don't know if I want. I wanted to document my thoughts. I wanted to share my journey with you. And I want you to know that we all have our own journey. So please, you have to live your life. I have to live mine. And it's all relative to what each of us desire. All right, stay inspired.